Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and
the public has nothing to fear.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been lost. Where did you get such an idea?
Perhaps by next Christmas. Oh, no more reconnaissance flights. The interference field is bringing down aircraft like clay pigeons.
Let me be clear. Our experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm. The situation in Cumberland is well in hand.
Is anybody there? I need help. Who are you? What are you doing in here? I thought this place was secure. Where's Dr. Powell? I think I'll be all right. For the moment, at least. It's more important that you listen to me. I don't know who you are, but I can trust you more than I can trust myself. Please listen. Listen while my thoughts are still my own. You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong. The only way to Windscale is through the interchange. You'll need my key card, or you'll never get in. There are people, people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free. I've lost so much blood, I can't think straight. There should be supplies nearby. Alcohol and rest. Stop the bleeding, please. Very well. I'm hardly in a position to negotiate. What matters most is that the truth gets out. Here's my key card. It will get you out of here and into the interchange. It doesn't matter what else happens. As long as the truth of this place gets out. Here are my notes. Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do. You better get out of here before my condition gets any worse. Just go! Go, damn you! The interchange holds the truth.
Quarantine protocol is in effect. This door must remain sealed. Must remain. Emergency access has been granted.
Come on, I just... Want us to be... That daft suit of yours must be filling up with blood by now. Let's just finish things. Damnation. Off with you! Wait a minute. Clear off, you're not wanted here. I see you. Go on, get out of it. You! Hang on a minute. I don't bloody well come. Found ya. And don't come back either. I see you. You're pushing your luck.
Oberon must die.
Hey, look, stranger. Not saying you around this stretch before. How do? Where did you come from, then? Blimey! You must have taken a knock on the noggin or something. Still, you're looking decent fettled now. Listen, if you don't mind my saying, you don't look much like a local. You didn't walk in from, well, from the outside. Outside the zone, of course. Bloody heck. You really don't remember out, do you? This place? The quarantine zone. That's what the soldiers called it. Just sort of stuck after a while. It's this big old chunk of land inside the walls. They put those buggers up fast enough when it all went to clagging here. My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers. This place has been off for years. There've been strange happenings. You have to be careful who you trust. Not civilized round here anymore, just savages that roam about. And a few survivors, like myself. Things have been bad ever since the government built that plant across the water. Shady, secret stuff them scientists were up to. Whatever they were doing, they were right keen to bury it when it went wrong. Listen, I overheard them once, the blokes in noddy suits. The ones that appeared right after the disaster. Talking about their quarantine, how they had to seal the place. Said something about an interchange, a secret project. But I should stop talking before I get carried away. Now personal, I can be a right chatterbox, that's all. It's what they chucked me out of the village for, the buggers. Aye. Well, whatever the boffins were up to in that interchange, what's it? I'm sure it wasn't good. This place is riddled with secret bunkers. Or so I've heard. Such things were kept hidden from the likes of us, of course. But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. And ear for information has Molly. She's usually camped just north of here. Now, I'm not sure I should be saying out more to a stranger. I've wanted these deals for years now, surviving on nought I can find. Aye. In that time, I might have learnt a secret or two for myself, but what of it? All right. I'll tell you. You seem like a trustworthy sort anyhow. I've put me head into one or two of them secret bunkers, I'll admit. I couldn't tell you what the things were for, mind, but there's plenty of goodies inside them. There's one bunker I've yet to explore. Maybe you'll find the answers there. Just don't pick the place clean, eh? I could point it out on your map, if you like. Now I really should stop talking. Now personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you? So long. Watch yourself around here.
don't know you. Don't you go asking for... Bloody hell! Turn around and go away, friend. Bastard. Whoa! You bugger! Oh, you little...
Hello? Who's out there? Stay back. What are you doing in here? Who knows what might have followed you in? You're seriously asking me that? Just look at what it's like out there. Look, if you've a question about these caves, I can help. I don't know much about out else, though. Supplies I could trade, if that's what you're after.
Interchange? Now, why does that ring a bell? I'm sorry. My memory ain't what it were. Mayhap it'll come back to me. You're someone who's properly here, that is. Not just a voice in me. Yet. Oh. Said that out loud, did I? Oh. I know how that must sound, but, exactly that. Well, voices, really. More than one. But, well, now, you really are a stranger, aren't you? They don't know who you are. Usually, you see, the voices tell me when someone's coming. That's how I know to hide. Well, aye. On occasion. It's like this, you see. They chatter away. The voices in my head. Not all the time, but a lot of it. Sometimes they're only whispers. Other times, not often, it's like they're standing right next to me. Hard to make out most of the time, but other times, they whisper about places. Hidden, secret places. Sometimes I think they're whispering from such places. Or mayhap I'm there, listening to them. Lord, I shouldn't be telling you this. It could make them angry. I wonder, perhaps if you can find it and open it. Listen, I used to work these mines. The biggest one, the boffins took over when they arrived, started building somewhere inside. Now, what did they call the place? Oh, but yes. Interchange. That was it. And I've heard the voices say that name. I'm sure I have. They closed up the old mine entrance, but I suppose they must have hidden a new one elsewhere. Mayhap the voices are ghosts, trapped inside. Mayhap opening a way to them will make the voices happy. Mayhap they'll leave me alone then. A few months back, people outside had been heading to the interchange. Didn't get far, of course. You'd maybe find some clues. I'll mark the spot for you. Oh, don't think they've done so for years now. Now it gets out of it. Well, this tunnel's part of the old cart route. What's left of it, any road. It's like a loop, takes you in and out of Slatton Dale. The Dale's busy with outlaws, so watch yourself if you go that way. Oh, and there's a fenced-off way, goes into the soldiers' territory. Skether Moor, that is. Can't recommend that. Not unless you're keen to get yourself shot or burned to a crisp. I can tell you my story, I suppose. I used to work this mine. Not but your run-of-the-mill slate mine. Until they found summer in one of the workings. Next thing we know, we're up to our necks in white coats and khaki. Made to sign the Official Secrets Act. Even though we know now and been told less. Few years later, something goes properly wrong at that factory thing they built across the mere. And now, here I am living in a hole. Bye.
be a fool! Stand I saw down. That. Come here. Remember your training.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned it avoids confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform, which means you're not one of us army lads. Bloody hell, you're keen. Well, we don't take new recruits, but if you're serious, you could always go and talk to Captain Sims in the village. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. You didn't know? Blimey, you're a proper babe in the woods, aren't you? Hey, by the way, don't go in the woods. It isn't safe. Anyway, yeah, the village, it's just up the way. I'll mark it for you. If you visit mine, don't cause no trouble, all right? The captain runs a tight ship, you see. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So, I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? Well, that's all hush-hush, as you can imagine. Something odd came out of the government projects here, and anything that doesn't look right, well, Captain has us burn it to cinders. There's this stuff, you see, and I should stop talking. Captain has had me eyes if he knew. You'd understand. You got to be careful being so nosy around here. Look, I don't know much, but whatever the Boffins are working on over at the atom plant, talk is it infected the soil. Strange growths sprout up now and again. That's when the special detachment gets its orders to go and torch the stuff. But you let us protocol not worry about that, eh? It's our job to protect this place after all, and the captain's proper serious about it. Yeah, but everywhere's dangerous in the zone. The trick round here is to stay away from our outposts, then you should be all right. There's our camp, of course, and then the special detachment is garrisoned in a Commandeer's RAF bunker. Well, the flyboys weren't using it, so why not? Steer well clear of both of those spots. I'll mark them for you. See you around, chum.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Do as you're told, right?
Not sure I like the look of you. Hands away from any weapons, you.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Another bloody war.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Fountains of beer, dancing girls, and the finest cuisine in the land. Well, we've got some beer. And I found a pickled onion in a jar in the back of the cupboard. Seriously, mind, I can get me hands on things. Some pretty hard to find things at that. And feeling that, I can offer conversation. No gossip, mind you. Get locked up for gossip these days. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller. What sort of gear did you... I bet you could. But you wouldn't find anything like that in Wyndham. But there's a ruined mill out on Skethermore. There's a fella up there, more often than not, and he might have what you're looking for. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see 'em. But after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty round here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? Who knows what them boffins were up to? But I don't think that atom plant going pop was part of the plan, do you? Well, at least they told us it were an atom plant. So where are all the atoms? I've heard a thing at... Anyhow. Oh, I think that you would... Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There were a lady scientist here not so long ago, Dr. Garrow. They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on Skethermore. Well, I heard, and I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered something to one of them big gun turrets, and the thing shut off, of course. That's... See you around.
Beer at the pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind.
Onwards, mustn't grumble.
You won't be told again.
Oh, for Jen.
I can't stand this miserable shit. Keep running, civvy.
Top the bastard. Orders be blown.
See our big metal bugger. Be normal.
Steady on, George. It's got guns on it, you know.
Stamping around like it. Fit of them robbers. Unholy robbers.
Beer at the pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind. Hands away from any... Well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? If you've wandered out there and survived, then you're doing better than most. But I'm sure there's more to you than that, eh? In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? You misunderstand me. I desire a way out, not to dig deeper. And as for the interchange, that is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget whatever evil the sign did, so no one goes near the substation. Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties. I trust that. In the meantime, such beliefs are dangerous, and if you still wish to have Protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. The civilians in this village are a shady lot, resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skethermore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.